So, what?
Hi everyone.
Hi. Welcome back to Define and Sue Try to Do It All. We've been MIA for a hot minute.
That's because it's Define Try to Do It All and Sue does not want to do it all.
Say hi, girls.
Hi.
Hi.
Let's disappear.
Okay, you're gonna disappear inside. Ta-da.
Ta-da.
Hi everyone. We're sitting on our deck at our new house. The last thing that we did was we confirmed we're going for the country home. Remember?
Yep.
Now here's the country home.
Yep.
Let's see. Alright, so that is our deck. Wonderful sunset. That's why we decided to make a video out here because it's
beautiful. It's beautiful. It's serene. It's green. It's quiet. It's a nice little piece of nature.
Yeah, not something that I envisioned I guess years ago, but turned out to be a wonderful place to live.
Yeah, I really like it. I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, it's a different lifestyle, different feeling, different mindset. Yeah, although she has settled into the country lifestyle and I'm still go, go, go. So there's a little bit of push and tug and not quite conflict, but there's some difference of opinion there on how we should live, maybe. So since we haven't done anything for a while, so this is a quick update. We'll talk about the home and that we moved out here.
Mm-hmm.
What's new with you?
Well, I would say I made a couple big changes because I guess about a year into the pandemic, there was just so much going on and everything going on inside of the house. It was just a lot. So I decided I was going to take a break from my doctoral program. So I took a break from that and I closed my private practice. So I stopped practicing, stopped seeing clients. And I had decided to do that at the end of the summer, which actually worked out really well for me because we ended up keeping the kids home for school for another year. And the way school worked this year was really just like a virtual school. So there were no teachers per se. I was the teacher and we went along with the curriculum that was online. So I could not imagine having to do that while also still trying to do my private practice and my DBA work. So I think I made the right decision and it worked out really well. So up to this point right now, the kids have just finished with school. They're on summer break, which I am so happy for. I was not meant to be a teacher. Not at all. So I did start back into my doctoral program. So I'm finishing up the summer semester that I did not finish last year. So I have a research project, a paper that's due. So I'm working on that. We have started doing some more work on our foundations, the Define and Sue Foundation. So we're starting with that, and I'm doing some work with that. And I think on my end, those are the things that I decided. I was like, okay, I'm going to pick those things up. There are other things that Define has decided to pick up that I'm helping with. Yeah, so that's about it for me. Oh, and I also have just been like rediscovering myself, who I am at this age. I'm about to be 40 next year. So, I think a part of the change that I wanted to make was also just me thinking about, okay, like, who am I now and who do I want to be for the next like half or whatever of my life? And what do I really want to spend my time doing? So I've also been able to take some time to just kind of try to refocus on myself and try to find things that I enjoy. So I've gotten more active, going back to the gym and walking and things like that. So it's been on and off, but I think I'm getting the momentum going. So I'm happy.
Yeah, you seem a lot happier and at ease. There was one point in time where I remember this. It stands out that kids were like, "Well, mommy's always on a call." Even though we realized that even though we were home, I was teaching online. You were seeing clients all the time in prime time, like in the afternoon hours online. So the kids are running around in the house and we're nowhere to be found because we're both doing stuff. But unfortunately, there's some realities that we can't escape. Somebody has to be working hard. So I'm continue to do stuff, but I'm glad that Sue are able to take more time in the house to herself and with the kids and for us.
Yeah,
And
I'm
just
just, I, you know, as I reflect, on and off, it's just, we are so blessed. I am so blessed. You're blessed. Our family is blessed. We are just so blessed. God has really blessed us, and you work really hard. We all work really hard, and we are just so blessed. And I'm just so thankful for all of the resources that we have, and that we're able to utilize, and just really trying to make life what we want it to be, and not allow life to kind of take over.
Yep.
So.
Sue is my inspiration for a lot of things, but here is the thing about life changes. So on my end, I'm still teaching at Lincoln University. We went back into in person last fall, so it's been good. The students been behaving, and then things are going pretty well in school. But I remember I don't remember how much we talked about that, but I have a law practice, and I've been practicing on my own for my own firm for the last 6 years or so. And it was really stressful. Some part of it, there's some part of the work I really enjoyed, the other parts are really stressful. And following Sue's lead, I've decided to intentionally, purposely cut out some of the stressful work at least the work that brings me stress, and just focus on the things that I enjoy in doing, that doesn't bring us stress. So that has been a discovery on my own. And then doing that led me to sort of go into another side of work, which is basically becoming a business advisor to a lot of companies and early stage startups and emerging companies. And that's been really, I guess it feels beneficial and fulfilling on my end, and also it's non-stress work because it makes me happy professionally to help others achieve their goals and dreams. So that's something that I've transitioned in the last couple of years, aside from teaching, because I'm still teaching. But and then also sort of very blessed that change in work actually had meant that a lot of more business, and I've done a lot more, and we're able to do more in our own lives. And then so just living your best life.
Yeah.
So and then that's the bigger news. The bigger piece of news is that we've decided to launch a new thing called Lebel.
Lebel.
It stands for
Yeah.
It's LURBL. It's Live Your Best Life, and that's sort of our mantra in the last couple of years, and that's the brand that we want to. It's the lifestyle that we're trying to live, and we want everybody to live. So everything that we had different iterations of what we want to do, and I had a dream for the longest time to open a car dealer. So, and aside from the motorsports stuff I do, so we decided to open this car dealer, and I call it Lebel Motor Cars. But the dealer process has been long or arduous. We acquired a couple of pieces of property, land, and then we're going to build it into a a mid-sized dealership. But we're going through a bunch of zoning and inspection issues with the building and the township, so we're working that out. So that's been like 6 months going, but we anticipate by the end of the summer we'll be able to have something going. But we'll probably talk about that. It will be a big thing when it opens, because it finally opens. But at least, what is Lebel? What is the meaning of Lebel? What do you think that will mean that you sign on to work on this?
So as you were, we were talking about the dealership and planning and things like that, I had this light bulb moment, and I was like, oh my goodness, it would be really great if we were to have a dealership that was like female centric or female welcoming, or just a dealership that really welcomed women and, made them feel like they were coming into a space where they could trust the people that they were talking to, that we would care about the things that they were looking for, and giving them some education on the process, and maybe, different cars, and what to expect with them, and just, create an environment where women could come into the space and just feel at ease, or at comfort. Because from what I've noticed is a lot of dealerships, you walk onto the floor, and it's a bunch of men, male salespeople, and you may see one or two women behind a desk doing the customer service. So I just thought, this would be a great opportunity to educate and empower women, and then also just try to allow women to just live their best life. Coming in and trying to help them get financing and things like that for different vehicles. So.
Yeah, one of the best moments. One day we'll show off my garage and car collection at this point. But one of the best moments of every day is for me to get into my car, and it's like, well, I really enjoy being in this car, and it makes me proud. It shows that my hard work paid off, and it's something that I really enjoy. So that's my live my best moment. And everybody has a car, but a lot of people find that to be really not something to enjoy the process, the car buying process, or the car itself. So we thought that that's at least one area we can, since I really want to be in that business anyway, we can make it better. We can, make that a moment of living your best life, as is everything else that we're doing. And there's so much more I'm doing. You'll resist. And why is that?
Because I think you should do less.
Somebody says someone should do less. Wow. That's so against what I'm teaching. And
well, at some point, there's only so much that you can do. You don't have 8 arms like an octopus. So at some point,
Well, my favorite quote is squid. So there's 8 arms there. That's a joke that nobody's going to get.
I don't get it.
I know, because you're not from that life. It's motorcycle related.
Oh.
But yes, I think we'll take time. I want to do a video on that topic on entrepreneurship, what we did, because we did something really exciting this year together.
Yes.
So we'll do that one later. But yes, I'm one that to think more, think higher, do more, aim higher. And
I do believe in the doing more and the aiming higher. I just don't believe in doing too much, to where you're doing too much of everything and not enough of something to get somewhere. So,
well, life is a balance. Are you going to stay with what you have, or do you aim for more, and incrementally do you do a little bit more? These are challenges. But as you reflected earlier, you're almost 40, at my 40th birthday party that you planned as a surprise, my mother had pulled me aside and gave me a note and says, when a person gets to 40, they know exactly what they should do in life, and what do you know? And I really didn't have a good answer. So I figure in the last 5 years since then, I've been trying more and more things, and things are working out when I tried more. So can't argue with that result. So maybe doing more is for me, and being more intentional on less things is for Sue.
yes. As we were talking about a couple of days ago, our personality is like at 2 different ends of the spectrum, and so ideally we would want to be somewhere in the middle. But I think that's why we do make a great couple, is because we help pull and push each other more towards the middle, so which I think is great, because I don't think that my way is always the best way, and I don't think that your way is always the best way. I think when we can come together and help each other find that middle ground, I think is where we usually find the best results.
Yeah, I find that I feel like I have a lot of ambition, I have a lot of aspirations, and then those are my drives. But a lot of times what the advice you give me, the more practical view on things, is what drives the result. So I think I set the direction, and then you help with the process. So it works well.
Yeah.
So, but at the end of the day, this vlog is called The Fun and Sue Try to Do It All. Yeah.
Yeah. And Defon tries to do it all, and by process, Sue is in there trying to help him do it all too. So.
Yes, I know. You just agreed to do something else.
Yeah.
Finally. Well, that's another story for another day. But yeah, so this is our update. I know it's kind of we didn't really talk a lot.
You want
But
to talk about the eye?
yes. So
This one?
part of the reason why I had dreaded making videos last year, since since last year I had a lot of health issues, not like core health issues.
When we got the vaccine.
Yeah, so when we got the vaccine, I had a really serious reaction of a skin issue. Really good immune response, I suppose, really good. But my eye has been, like this eye has been really puffy and swollen, and just from being outside. So it's kind of getting better, but it hasn't gone away yet. And I wanted to make more video for other things, but it's just being kind of tough because I'm not really super self-conscious, but it does stand out. But it's going away, so hopefully it will be done. If not, I'll start wearing sunglasses all the time. Or eye patch.
Okay. Well, hopefully, there will be many more videos to come. And we won't take so long of a hiatus between now and our next video.
But I noticed that some of our videos get a lot of views, and I think a lot of people...
Older videos,
get a lot of views on certain topics. So I think that if you guys, any of you want us to talk about anything, just comment below, and then we will discuss it. I'm a very opinionated person, and you'd like to pretend you're not, but you will be happy.
Not as opinionated as you are about everything.
So what happens is I'll come up with an opinion, and you'll have your opinion of my opinion, and we have a good discussion. So we certainly invite you to let us know what you want us to talk about, and then we'll be happy to talk about it.
Yeah. Yes. Well, so all right, until next video. Thank you. Like, share, subscribe, leave your comments. We do enjoy reading your comments. I try to get to them and respond to them as soon as possible. So yeah, and like the font said, let us know if you have any questions or anything that you want us to talk about.
All right,
until next time.
all right, bye.
Bye.